The Tromp-class cruisers were a product of necessity. In the 1930s, the Netherlands faced a difficult position, defending Europe, as well as the vulnerable Dutch East Indies against an increasingly aggressive Japan. Dutch destroyers were outmatched by modern Japanese designs, and traditional cruisers were too expensive for the Netherlands to build in numbers. The answer was a hybrid warship, something faster and less expensive than a cruiser, but more powerful than a destroyer. Officially designated flotilla leaders, Tromp-class ships were intended to lead destroyer squadrons. Heavily armed for their size, they were capable of over 33 knots and strong enough to challenge enemy cruisers. Only two ships were planned, Tromp and Jacob van Heemskerk. Tromp was completed first and commissioned in 1938. She carried six 150mm guns in 3 twin turrets, torpedo tubes, and a floatplane for reconnaissance, all packed into a hull under 4,000 tons. When war reached the Pacific in December 1941, Tromp was one of the few modern combatants available as Allied defenses in Southeast Asia began to crumble. Jacob van Heemskerk was incomplete when Germany invaded the Netherlands in May 1940. She fled to Britain, where her design was radically altered. Torpedoes and aircraft were removed, replaced with a heavy anti-aircraft armament, radar, and British fire control systems. The result was a cruiser rebuilt as an anti-aircraft escort. The Tromp-class ultimately embodied two paths of the war at sea. One ship fought as she was designed, leading surface actions. The other was reshaped by necessity, becoming a floating shield against aircraft. Both ships continued to serve into the Cold War, before being reassigned as training vessels and finally decommissioned in the late 1960s.